everyone. My name is Josh Brown, and I'm ORCID's European Director. ORCID stands for the Open Researcher and Contributor Identifier, and we deal with people who've moved through the education stage, through the learning, and are now generating new knowledge in their research activities. Now, identity is complicated. These are profiles and identifiers that researchers use to distinguish themselves online and in services, and all of these examples come from one academic's email signature. So this person is maintaining all of these different identities online. Now, ORCID's vision is of a world where all researchers are connected to all of their activities across different disciplines, across national boundaries, across different systems, and through time. Now, this is really important because research is an international activity, and the flow of ideas is international. There is no limit on where you can draw inspiration from for a new idea or a new piece of research. So what ORCID does is we provide plumbing. We provide identifiers for people and APIs to plug those into your systems, and these are all open and can be used by anybody. And the point here is that people connect this, so where someone is creating new knowledge, they can attach their identifier to it and claim it for themselves. This is because names just aren't enough. Names are complicated, names are messy, and they're expressed differently in different languages and different conventions. So I'm Josh Brown, I'm also Joshua Brown, I'm Joshua A. Brown, I'm J. A. Brown, I'm J. Brown. All of this is just impossible for a computer to match. So these identifiers enable us to connect people across different places. We also join the data together. Now this is important because how do researchers actually measure their achievements and measure their career? Mostly it's by proxy. We look at a researcher's career by looking at a list of their publications. And how do you assess those publications? You use citations or journal impact factors as proxies for quality. So it's always a proxy, it's never the person, it's never the full range of their activity that you're measuring. Now, the result of this is that researchers want to be read and they want their work to be quoted because that's a citation and it shows that they've done something important. And this is valuable, this is fine. But they also want to spend their time on research. They don't want to spend their time providing data about their activities. So what this means is we focus on those things that are easy to measure. Publications, citations, impact factors, proxies, all of them. They're not really what the researcher actually does with their life. We think that researchers are more than that. They contribute. They contribute to other ideas, they contribute to projects, and they contribute to the development of their discipline. And this focus on contributor roles is what made us think, why are we stopping here? What other contributions should we be measuring? Should we be capturing? Should we be sharing? Now, crucially, the researcher has to choose to declare their activities. That's very important, but they've already chosen to connect their articles to their identifiers. Just recently you can see there are 5 million records in Web of Science with an ORCID ID associated. Actually Europe PubMed Central now has more than 2.5 million articles connected to ORCID IDs. So articles are working. Authorship makes sense, people get it. But what about peer review? That's how you assure the quality of the articles. So we've developed a system where when a review is submitted to a publisher, they can verify the review via their system, they can add the ORCID ID for the reviewer to that, and they can push that out to the ORCID record. From there it goes to repositories or research management systems at universities or funders. It's another way of showing that this researcher is doing more than just writing articles, they're helping other people to improve their articles. But they go way beyond that. Again, we talked about how just assessing authorship is not enough. Well, review isn't enough either. So when we started at ORCID, we had a very limited list of contributor roles, and they were based around publication. But we've since moved on to this, and now we've actually, working with Mozilla Science, Biomed Central, the Public Library of Science, and a group of others, we've extended this to incorporate many, many more roles. So you can see here you've got conceptualization, you've got software. Modern research is not possible without writing software. Data visualization, supervision, helping to train the next generation of researchers, administration, funding acquisition. All of these are really crucial contributions to the success of research, and we think they should be included as a component of a successful research career. These are actually represented by these different badges, and this is what you would see if, as a user, if you were doing this. You would click on these badges, and actually these are quite clever because there's JSON code hidden behind these, and actually it just contains the metadata. It shows the provenance of this claim, so it could show that it's come from a university or it's come from a publisher, so it backs up researchers' claims, and it enables them to be displayed in a way that's easy for researchers to understand. Now, the purpose of all of this, I think, is very well summed up by this blog post from the PLOS website, where they basically explain that the aim of this work is to move the needle. It's to move away from the idea that the only thing you can recognise as an employer or as a funder, because these are the people who often assess research careers, is a wider range of activities. Now, the crucial thing here is if we move beyond authorship, we open up new possibilities for understanding research careers. We can recognise more diverse careers. We can say this person has written 5 articles, but they've written 15 different pieces of software code and contributed to a wide range of data visualization pieces of work. And all of this should be recognised equally. This has the added benefit of adding transparency for research. Research is nothing if it's not shared. An idea that is not communicated has not really achieved anything, has not done anything. Research is about communicating ideas to the world, as well as just creating them and sharing them. So here we go from the ideas to the research to publications, generating impacts, finding new ideas, reusing and evolving existing ideas, and giving people credit for all of those. The point here is that the research process should be transparent, it should be open, and it should be shared. Researchers have to have control at every stage over how it's shared, but it's crucial that it is. And this is built into research. As I said, research is about communication. So this is as old as research itself. The thing we have to face is that if we want researchers to do these things, we should be rewarding them for doing it. We should recognise those contributions. But we need to understand what those contributions are. And the only way we can do that is by capturing them and by sharing them. We can't recognise them if we can't see them. So the purpose of this endeavour is to make more of a researcher's life, more of their career visible, recognise it and reward it. Thank you.